is what I seen on Sky News. Let me share this with y'all real quick. Let me switch the account, make sure that we on premium. Detroit teams is winning. I don't know what you smoking on, big dog. You feeling some type of way.
Whoa! Stop! Jesus, you just hit me! I just got hit with the left football.
Well, you shouldn't have been out there. Listen, I don't feel sorry for nobody. Hey, they dog. He should have been thankful that all they had was rubber pellets and tear gas. They lit him up with everything that they can find, and then they body slammed him. And I'm in support of that. Did y'all see? And then the girl gonna say, "Wow, you hit me. You shouldn't have been out there. You shouldn't have been out there." What made you think that you had the balls? Look at these dudes. I don't know where Dog came from out of there. He must have been a Trump supporter. Why would he do that? They lit him up so much. Hey, he the real hero. Dog that was on the ground is the real hero. That rap music, he had them headphones in, bro.
Whoa! Stop! Jesus, you just hit me! I just got hit with the left football. Yeah, I'm okay.
That was a bystander. That was a bystander that did that. That was a bystander that did that. That's dope. I love that. I love that for him. I love that for him. I love the fact that that was happening, and he deserves that.
With breaking news.
Now at 11, downtown LA streets are quiet on this third night of the curfew. Few protesters, but a large police presence. Tonight, the attention is focused on the battle between California's governor and the president over federalizing the National Guard. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carolyn Johnson.
And I'm Kathy Vara. Win for Governor Newsom earlier tonight, shifting this evening. NBC4's Macy Jenkins live in our newsroom with all of today's developments. Macy.
Well, Kathy and Carolyn, earlier this week, Governor Newsom sued the Trump administration for what they called an illegal takeover of the National Guard. Now, a judge sided with Newsom today, but just hours later, an appellate court issued an administrative stay, saying it will take up the case on Tuesday to decide who constitutionally has the right to command the National Guard in this instance. Los Angeles at the center of a legal battle between the Trump administration and California Governor Gavin Newsom. Thursday afternoon, federal judge Charles Breyer ruled President Trump unlawfully took control of the California National Guard over the weekend. Newsom praising the decision, saying the judge made it clear Trump is bound by the Constitution.
Today is a big day for the Constitution of the United States, for our democracy, and I hope it's the beginning of a new day in this country.
William Jacino, I'll check it out.
Against overreach. He is not a monarch. He is not a king, and he should stop acting like one.
In his 36-page ruling, Breyer claimed Trump exceeded the scope of his statutory authority by failing to issue the order through the consent or request of the governor. He also said that the protests in Los Angeles fell far short of a rebellion against the government, which would allow a president to take control of a state's troops.
He essentially concluded that this was an overreach by President Trump and that he was infringing on states' rights, states' autonomy.
Moments after Breyer's ruling was issued, the Trump administration filed an appeal, and just hours later, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals granted a stay, allowing Trump to retain control of the California National Guard in Los Angeles until at least the next hearing set for next Tuesday. I spoke with Loyola Law School professor Jessica Levinson to discuss next steps.
I think we can assume that they're going to hear arguments from both sides, and then it could take them a moment, a day, a few days, but it's possible that this will then stretch into the next week before we have a ruling from the Ninth Circuit, at which point there could then be an appeal up to the Supreme Court.
And if it gets to that point,
that building right there, because this got to be old footage. This is old B-roll footage, because that whole building, I just showed this on a video yesterday, that whole building is covered in graffiti. The steps, the windows, everything is covered in graffiti. And now they have the National Guard, and now they have the police officers guarding the building against any additional destruction against government property. And so essentially what happened is Gavin Newsom filed suit in court to try to stop Trump from continuing to keep the National Guard inside of California to stop protesters, which I don't know why somebody would say, yo, you shouldn't have the National Guard inside of California. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't? Because the National Guard is not even out here doing anything except for protecting ICE officers and government buildings, which the Marines are in there too. So if nobody goes into a government building in order to destroy it, then you don't have anything to worry about. If nobody is out here tearing up businesses, then you don't have anything to worry about. They're not dragging people out of their homes. They're not even really arresting people or doing anything like that. They're there to keep the peace. Because if you're telling me that there hasn't been violent rioting and protests over in California, then you know that you're stupid. And this is one of the reasons why once Trump filed the appeal, let me tell you something. Trump has been beating all of these cases like an abusive father. Trump has been beating cases like an abusive father. Remember way back when you had Jasmine Crockett and she was getting a lot of visibility? Nobody gives a fuck about Jasmine Crockett anymore. She had her 5 minutes of fame. Remember when Jasmine Crockett was everywhere and she was getting mad at the Department of Government Efficiency and going off on Elon Musk and all of that stuff? Well, she lied and said, yeah, we're winning all the lawsuits. No, they were getting initial court judgments, and then once the actual judge ruled on it, or they filed for an appeal and they elevated up into a higher court, Trump actually won the majority of those lawsuits. So only thing that Democrats did was they slowed down the process for what was already going to happen, which is one of the reasons why you see everything happen in the way that it's happening. Real talk. So even though the court said, hey, no, they needed official permission from the governor in order to do this and stuff like that, they filed an appeal, and literally within minutes, probably within hours, the judge that they filed that it was elevated to for an appeal said, listen, they can allow for the National Guard to stay in Los Angeles, and then we'll continue to hear this out all next week. He does. He keeps winning legally, Lucas. He keeps winning legally, Lucas, 100%. And so this is stupid. It's stupid for them to continue to fight him on this front.
She says,
when it comes to the precedent, I think what we see in a majority of the Supreme Court is that they're embracing a pretty broad view of executive authority. And my suspicion is that they will hear as well.
Let me share this other video really quick. I don't know if y'all seen this video.
Come on, scoop it. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, bitch, get the fuck out of here, pussy. Come on. Come on. What you finna do, pussy ass bitches? You don't fucking feel that. Oh, people's identity. Hey, man, look. What the fuck? Whoa. Hey, let's get down. Hit me. You fucking ran me off. What's your fucking Oh, hell no. This is, oh my God. Fuck you. No. You're not taking it. You're not taking it. You're not taking it, people. Don't touch the bitch. Don't touch me. Fuck you. You are not a piece of shit. You know it. Let's go. Fucking nigga! Fucking nigga! Fucking nigga!
Y'all still gonna go? Hey, black people, because I see, we ain't got to worry about the news. We ain't got to sit there and let them paint a narrative. We ain't got to let them chop it up. I went over there and I got the original footage so that I could better understand what was happening. Black people, these are the people that y'all advocating for. These are the people that no. You want them here. You want them here. You want them to be a part of our diversity, equity, and inclusion. You want them to come over here. You know what they think? They call as an insult. They say it to other people that they don't like, and yes, they using it. Yes, they using it. Now go ahead. You got it. Advocate for them. Advocate for them. What you think they only said it during the Kendrick Lamar concert? Go ahead, advocate for them. Get it. Get it. They love it. They love it. Audio clear as day. Clear as day.
Fucking nigga!
That's the same one that was throwing the rock, busting out windows. And he gonna grow up to be a good citizen of the. No, they're good people, hardworking. They love America. They really want to be the fabric of the country. They've done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Absolutely. No. These people they're at the core of what's going on that's good with America. They're the fabric of the country. Okay, so now I want you, because we had a guy that called up here. Remember the guy that called up here yesterday? The black man. I don't understand why they're doing this to the immigrants. I don't get it. Because 25th Ranger Army and these are hardworking people. These people are hardworking inside the United States of America. They had a racist bone in their body. They love America. And just because they're flying the Mexican flags and the Guatemala flags and the Venezuela flags, there's no reason for the Trump administration to be getting these people deported out of the United States of America. No, let them stay and let them go through due process. Let them go through their due process is doing what it do, and we need to let it do what it do. I'm tired of the Trump administration getting people. I told him, and you heard me yesterday. I told him straight up. I said, bruh, I said it yesterday. I said, bruh, why do you care? Don't you know? Yeah, he was Captain Planet yesterday. I said, you ain't got nothing more to worry about than people that are over here illegally that don't even give a fuck about you? I said, you ain't got nothing, bruh. You can't get black people to support black people as much as he was caping for them, and they don't even fuck with you. I tell y'all that all the time. I say, bruh, these people that's over here illegally, see, if a person is here and they're an American citizen, it's like having a brother that you ain't seen in a long time. We could have it out. We could have it out, but at least you supposed to be here. Think you gonna come over into this country and you ain't even supposed to, you undocumented. And you gonna call me out of my name, man? We gotta make sure that we hold it down for the immigrants because this is due process. I said, bruh, he ain't let me get a word out. I just kind of let him rock out. I said, bruh, what you care for? Why are you so heavy on? When the last time a Mexican hired you? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Somebody in the chat, let me know. Because I'm not, you know me, I support everybody. I love everybody. If you're a good person, you rock out. You obey the law, you rock out. We're going to go ahead and get it popping. I'm asking, when is the last time that you hired a Mexican hired you and put some money in your pocket? When is the last time that a Guatemalan, a Mexican, a Venezuelan, or a Haitian ever hired you to ensure that you could feed your family? And I rock with the Mexicans, especially the ladies. When have you ever, because see, one thing you can say about white people is that white people will look out. You know what? White people, most of them, they're opportunists. They ain't tripping. They don't see color, they see money. Most people that are smart understand this is a class war. This is not a race war.